Hello and welcome to Geeky Stuff. Here I have the Ulefone Power 2 review. You can get this from Gearbest at the moment for £135. Okay, so what do we actually know about the Ulefone Power 2 in terms of specs? Well, what we can start with is the fact that it has a 6050 milliamp battery, which is an absolute monster, and the thickness of the phone also reflects that. It's got 4GB of RAM and 64GB of storage. It's also running the latest version of Android, which is Android 7 Marshmallow, and has a Mali 860MP GPU. It's also running an octa-core processor clocked at 1.5 GHz, so it's definitely got the specifications there for a good performing phone for gaming and video playback and everything like that. On the actual front of the phone there at the bottom, you can see there is a fingerprint sensor which works really well, and I'll show you that in a moment. And then also at the top of there you can just see the front facing camera, and the front facing camera on this is 8 megapixel. Also on there at the top is a speaker for where your ear goes, and next to that is LED notification. Although the phone is thick at just under 1 centimeter and quite a big phone, it's for a 5.5 inch screen, the design is still quite nice on it, and a nice silver finish on this one. You can also buy the black one and the white one, I believe. And then at the top there you can just see there is a 13 megapixel camera, and below that is the actual flashlight. It's also got the Ulefone logo branded on the back. Okay, so I've already seen on the previous unboxing video, but it's got a micro USB port at the bottom with a microphone and speaker there. You do get your volume rocker and your power button, you can just see right there. On the other side you get your SIM tray, and it's dual SIM, and at the top you have a 3.5mm port for headphones. The screen is really nice on this, guys, for a £135 phone. Let's turn the brightness right up, and the viewing angles are also very good as well. It's got a nice strong scratchless screen, Corning Gorilla Glass 3, and I've been using it for a week and there's not a mark on it. So the screen is very good, scratch resistant. Have you just seen there, guys? Fingerprint sensor is very accurate. So I'm very happy with that as well. It's one of the most accurate ones I've had, actually, to be honest. The Blueboo Dual as well was another really good one. So fantastic on there. But I know the big selling point on this is battery life. And at 6050 milliamps, you should be hoping to get quite a lot of battery life out of this. And I can show you some screenshots right now. Okay, so I took this screenshot when it was at 1%. I had 27 minutes left, and if you can just see there, it says 1 day, 21 hours. So I managed to get 1 day and 21 hours out of it. So very nearly 2 full days of use. You can just see some of the apps there. I use Maps quite a lot. I use that about 4 times for about an hour each. So about 4 hours with GPS navigation on. Facebook I use a lot. Google Play, you can just see at the very bottom there. And other apps I use was WhatsApp, YouTube, and a couple of others. I've never actually played any games in them 2 days, so that will not show on this. But overall, got 1 day and 21 hours. And the screen on time was 9 hours and 22 minutes. You can just see that, guys. So quite impressed. But like I said, I didn't play any games, so you probably get a little bit less than that if you're gaming a lot. But the way I use phones and stuff, I was very happy with the battery performance on there. So there you go, guys. That's the stats. Let's get on to the camera quality, shall we? With all phones this cheap, I can tell you now, and I could tell you even before I started using it, that outside and outdoors in nice weather, bright weather, the camera performs really well. Indoors, it's grainy. There's nothing more to it. You will get quite a bit of graininess in your pictures, and I'll show you some of them in a moment. Let's go. So this one I took indoors earlier. That's a pretty dark room, but when you zoom in on there, there is a bit of graininess. So selfie in the same area. There's a bit of graininess on there as well. That's in a bit of sunlight, one of the brighter rooms, a little bit better. And that's in our living room. Here's some of the stuff we took outside. So, like I said, a lot better performing outside. That's a nice picture there. Selfie camera outdoors as well. So it's acceptable. I'll be happy with paying this much for a phone and with that camera performance. And look, some nice colours in there. Look, nice rich green colours. But when you zoom right in, you do obviously notice a little bit of graininess. But on the whole, quite impressed. Okay, so I'll leave you with some of them photos right now, guys, and some of the videos. Bouncy, yeah? You're going to fall off, are you?
Oh.
Keep going.
No. How do I get off? Where my organ used to be on.
Climb down then. Okay.
How do I climb down?
The same way you climbed up.
Yeah, that's the roof. That's the roof. Oh look! I can't. You need to take a look. Wow. My hula. Hello, Farmer Sam. Wake up properly. Bye.
Oh, good, he's on his way, yeah?
Yeah.
So I hope you enjoyed them pictures and videos. What I'll get into next is the launcher. If you've noticed, I've actually changed the launcher on this. I didn't really like the one that came with it. It looks a lot more user-friendly, this one. And it's Google Now Launcher. Just makes it look a lot more stock and easy to navigate as well. Okay, let's have a look at the sound quality and loudness of this phone. So the sound quality and volume isn't actually too bad on this at all. It doesn't go super loud like the BB Dual I had earlier on, but the sound quality is quite acceptable. Video quality and video playback. It's a 1080p display, full HD. Image quality is no problem at all. It's lovely. Okay. Okay, so when I do play games, I've been playing this Fifa game quite recently. And had no problems with this at all. It runs quite smoothly, to be honest. Although I can't really play the game. Oh. Yeah, as you can see, guys, game performance works really, really well on this phone. So no issues there. Overall user experience, guys, and navigation around the phone is very, very good. It does perform really well, actually, especially for the price. It's Android 7. Wireless updates. I don't think there's any updates available for the phone yet, although I did get one on the first day I had it. Oh, there is one. Optimization system, minor bug fixes, release date 11th of May. So I'll go and install that later. I really wish I'd go into a bit more detail as to what the minor bug fixes were, but I'll keep that downloading anyway in the background. So the wireless update is downloading. So Ulefone are pushing updates out and are supporting their smartphones. I'm assuming this is probably one of their flagship smartphones at the moment anyway, so it's to be expected that they will be pushing out updates and keeping it top notch. So guys, I think that concludes my review of the Ulefone Power 2. £135. It is definitely one of the most complete budget phones I've used and tested. A little bit big and thick, a little bit of weight to it as well, but that is because of the battery. You get great battery life out of it. Lovely screen, really, really nice screen. Scratch resistant. Very, very impressive fingerprint sensor. The camera is pretty decent too, although like I said, low light, performance is not so great, but outdoors performs really, really well. But generally, guys, you can't go wrong at all. It's a really good performing phone. It's 4G as well. 4G signal's fine up here. You can see it's full. It was full, about half. It's about half full up here. So I'm trying to think of any negatives about this phone, and I haven't come across any as of yet. Just the fact it's a bit thick, but if I was to pick holes in it, I'd like a better camera in it. That's the one thing I'd pick out of this, guys. If you're someone who really likes a good performing camera on a phone, then maybe look elsewhere. But for me, it's acceptable, and you can see in the pictures that I showed earlier, you can make your own mind up on that. But that's the only sort of thing I could probably pick out on this phone. There's a link in the description if you want to take a look and purchase one. If you have any questions, please comment below. I'll answer them as best as I can. But that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.